met a woman in Montana named Misty at a small town, and there's a town fair, and she had a T-shirt booth stand where she was selling a whole wide array of very aggressive MAGA T-shirts. From every all the ones that absolutely drive people crazy on the left. And I my conversation and I we talked about a lot of things, and one of which I said, Misty, if I asked her to describe unity and how do we do it, and are we more or less unified, and she would basically have given me answers, and I said that I would have given in many ways. And I said, Misty, how do you reconcile that with you're selling T-shirts that are contradictory to what you said is the way you behave in life with people to try to build bridges? And she said, look, you're right, but right now sometimes people don't want to hear what I have to say, or people like me have to say, so we have to yell. And those T-shirts are yelling. Even if I don't agree with everything they said, I got your attention. I said, okay, I understand better, right? To me, learning, whether you agree or not. And then we had a longer conversation. We talked about immigration, and she said to me, look, we should have legal immigration, but people who don't love this country need to be taken out of this country. I said, well, what do you mean, whom? And she made it very general. She said, Arabs, they don't love America. I said, well, whoa, why? And she talked on. I said, let me tell you a story of what I've experienced. I said, I spent a lot of time in Michigan with my partner and co-founder, Chris Swanson. I said, and did you know, Missy, the largest Arab American community is in Dearborn Heights and Dearborn and Hamtramck, Michigan, well over 100,000 people. And I said, did you know that almost half of those people voted for Donald Trump in the last election? She said, what? What are you talking about? I said, yeah. He won just almost slightly less votes of that community than Kamala Harris did. I said, so she's like, I'm shocked. I did not know that. I said, let me tell you another story. I went to a fundraiser for someone running for city council in reelection in Dearborn Heights restaurant, a couple hundred people, almost all of whom were Arab Americans. And I said, before that fundraiser started, every single person in the room stood up and sang the national anthem. I said, Misty, I've been to a lot of political fundraisers and general fundraisers with white people. I've never seen that happen. And she said to me, you know what? I'm shocked that you've changed my mind. I was wrong to make that statement.